and Google Scholar. And later on, Puan Adida will provide a hands-on session specifically on Pablons, or otherwise known as ResearcherID. Okay, so the objective of this session is basically to make a comparison on the researcher profile size and its key features. Okay, and then we're going to show you how you can create and maintain Orchid ID and do an overall assessment on the researcher profile management tools. Okay, so what is researcher profile? Yeah, it's it's a platform for you to showcase the activities related to the particular research. Okay, and then it can consist of publication activities, okay, the conferences that you have presented, collaborative projects, teaching commitments, as well as online posters that you contribute for conferences. Okay, why do you need to create a researcher profile? To make your research and teaching activities known. Okay, and then to ensure that you get credit for your work on online databases. So indexing databases such as Scopus as well as Pablon have its own researcher ID. Scopus has Scopus ID, and Web of Science has its Pablons. Okay, and then you can also distinguish yourself from other authors. For instance, we have so many similar names, such as even Dr. Lau. There could be so many people using the same surname. So you can use researcher ID to differentiate with other researchers. And at the same time, you can connect with colleagues, as well as potential collaborators. And sometimes you can also use these identifiers, even when you move to another employment. Okay, and this is a good way to increase your citations as well as get a citation matrix. And most important of all, this is for research impact. Okay, so the types of researcher profile sites, number one is Orchid. This is a persistent and permanent identifier. You have full control over your own profile, and it can settle the issue of name variations. And then we have Scopus. Scopus is assigned by Scopus itself. Okay, and for Pablons, this is a unique profiling site, where you can track and verify your peer review activities as well as editorial contributions. And then we also have Google Scholar, which is a simple way for authors to showcase your academic publications. Okay, we have Orchid ID, which stands for Open Researcher and Contributor ID. And then we have Scopus Author ID. And for Web of Science is Pablons, or otherwise known as Researcher ID. And we also have Google Scholar, which is quite simple. It doesn't have a unique identifier. So it's just a normal profiling site. Okay, so Orchid stands for Open Researcher and Contributor ID. It has a 16-digit unique identifier to identify you as well as your research profile. And it's free for all. You can register anytime. Okay, and it supports 37 types of academic works. Okay, and Orchid is set up by a non-profit organization with the purpose of creating and maintaining a permanent researcher identifier. Okay, what are the benefits of Orchid ID? Okay, you are able to link Orchid ID with other IDs. Okay, and it enables you to connect with many tools to help with your research journey. Yeah, and you fully own and control your ID, and it also helps researcher to gain full credit on the paper, yeah, whether as an author or contributor. Okay, why do you need to sign up for Orchid ID? Yeah, the main reason, yeah, we have so many similar names. Yeah, for instance, John Roberts, for example. Yeah, there could be John Roberts from University of Pittsburgh. Okay, and then we have another John Roberts from Washington University. So each of these names, yeah, has its own unique identifier. Okay, and how do you create your account? You need to go to orchid.org/register to create your own profile. Okay, basically to create your profile, you need to sit down and set some time aside, yeah, to manually enter your employment history, yeah, your education and qualification, if you have any invited positions, distinctions and all that. Okay, and then as well as membership and service. Okay, fundings, and then your list of publications. Okay, and you can also get this updated if you have an account in Crossref, yeah, Publons and Scopus, and authorize, yeah, these tools to automatically update your Orchid ID. Okay, sometimes there are publishing organization, or you want to apply for grants which require you to have Orchid ID. Yeah, for instance, Wiley, yes, Springer Nature, as well as PLOS. Okay, so use your Orchid ID when submitting a publication or dataset, and authorize Crossref and Scopus to update your Orchid record. Okay, and then make sure you keep all your information relevant and up to date. Okay, gonna show you an example of an Orchid ID, yeah, belonging to Prof. CJ. Okay, so this is how it's going to look like. So you have your employment here, and then your education and qualifications. Okay, and if you authorize Crossref, yeah, it's going to be updated automatically. Okay, next we move on to Scopus. Okay, Scopus, you will see the ID on top of your article, yeah, because it's automatically assigned by Scopus. Okay, I'm sure everyone is familiar with Scopus. It's a multidisciplinary abstract and citation database. And Scopus ID can only be used within Scopus to differentiate between authors. You may have more than one Scopus ID, yeah, due to Scopus algorithm, yeah, not recognizing your profile with incoming publication. But what you can do is that you can request Scopus to merge these multiple profiles and correct the author's details. Okay, there is a citation matrix available. Okay, but it's only for publications indexed by Scopus. Okay, and H index is the highest number of papers with at least the same number of citation. Okay, and the profile is only available for authors that have published in journal indexed by Scopus. Okay, and you can integrate your Scopus index works, yeah, to your Orchid profile. Okay, so this is an example of Scopus ID by Prof. Adiba. Okay, if you look at the top left-hand side, that is the Scopus ID, and a brief citation matrix is given. Okay, and the H index here is referring to your Scopus works. Okay, and there might be more than one ID assigned by Scopus, but you can merge these two accounts. Okay, just click on the box and then click on top, request to merge authors. Okay, the third one is Publons. Okay, it's a tracker of your publications, citation matrix. Okay, and its unique feature is that it has peer review and journal editing work in a single and easy to maintain profile. So it can help researchers to get recognition for these activities which otherwise are not normally highlighted. Okay, and it helps to record, verify, and showcase your peer review contributions for use in promotion applications as well as collaboration activities. Okay, and you are able to import all the publication from Orchid, yeah, WAS, as well as from EndNote and Mendeley. Okay, this is an example of a Publon ID of Datuk Zul from Islamic Studies Academy. Okay, so 141 is the number of publication that he has listed in his Publon account. Okay, and the H index is referring to his articles, yeah, that has been indexed by Web of Science. Okay, so publications in Web of Science, there are 36. Okay, and this is the H index, yeah, for the total number of publications that he has, that has been indexed by Web of Science. Okay, so you can import your non-index articles, yeah, into Publons as well. So it's not just about your Web of Science publications. Okay, so where can you get Publons? Okay, you need to enter the library website and then to A to Z databases. Okay, and look for Web of Science, yeah, in the list of databases. So you will get this screen. And on the right hand side, you'll see these small boxes. Okay, use the drop down menu and look for Publons. Okay, if you have ResearcherID before, you can use that the same email address that you have signed up for ResearcherID and the password. Or you can, if you don't remember the password, you can just click the forgot password. Or if you do not have ResearcherID account, you can just click register to sign up. And you will get this screen here. So Puan Adida will be explaining this in detail. Okay, you can also import your non-index publications. And you can sync with Orchid. Okay, Google Scholar, this one is a very simple profiling site. It doesn't have an ID, but since everyone is using Google, yeah, it's a widely searchable platform for scholarly literature. Okay, and it includes various forms of academic work such as articles, theses, books, abstracts, and so on. Okay, Google Scholar Citations lets authors to set up a profile page that lists publications and citation metrics, and these are updated automatically, and you can choose to have your list of publications to be updated automatically, or you can update them yourself, and you can set it to public profile, or you can also set it to private mode. Okay, these are the features of Google Scholar. You can search all the literature from one convenient place, and it lets you explore related works, yeah, citation, authors, and publications. You can locate a complete document through your library or on the web, and keep up with recent development in any area of research. You can also check who's citing your publications, create a public author profile. Okay, why do you need to create a Google Scholar citation? Yeah, so that people can find your publication, keep track, yeah, of your citations, and then check who has cited your work. And there is a graph of citation over time, yeah, computed several citation metrics. Okay, so this is an example of Prof. Rauza's Google Scholar profile. Okay, so on the left hand side, you would be able to see the list of publications, and on the right is the citation matrix. Yeah, this is a very simple one, not as robust as and dynamic as Web of Science and Scopus Id. Okay, but you can get a graph and all the relevant indexes. Okay, which author ID system should you use? Okay, so it is recommended that you use more than one profile. Yeah, the more the better. Yeah, so that your works get highlighted and the visibility is more. Okay, and then some profiling sites have specific purposes. Yeah, for example, Publons is used for peer review activities. Okay, and then look for people in your field and use the sites that they are using. Okay, you can create as many profiles as you want, yeah, but remember to keep them up to date. Okay, some profiles are auto-generated, and Publons is a user-generated profile that links to an auto-generated ID from Web of Science. Okay, just to wrap up. Okay, so Orchid can be integrated, yeah, with other profiling site, yeah, such as Scopus and Publons, yeah, for ease of use, and it's becoming compulsory for grant applications as well as journal submissions. Yeah, for example, IEEE and PLOS. Okay, Scopus settles the issues in name ambiguities. Okay, and it has author metrics, H-index, and other citation metrics, and it can be integrated with Orchid. Okay, and then Publons is a unique feature is that it is able to track and verify your peer review activities. Yeah, if you are reviewing articles, yeah, for journals. Yeah, this one you can highlight in your Pablons. Okay, and then it also has its own citation matrix and can also be integrated with Orchid. Okay, and Google Scholar Citation is very popular in humanities due to its expensive indexing articles, and there is an option for a private account, and there is also author matrix here. Okay, so for UM expert, yeah, you may highlight your IDs, yeah, other profiling sites in UM expert. Yeah, what you need to do is just go to web link and then give the URL of Pablons, yeah, Orchid, Scopus by filling in the relevant boxes. Okay, so as you can see, Scopus, and then you just put your ID here. Okay, so this is an example of Prof. Awang's CV. So once you have filled in the box, yeah, the link will be given here. Okay, so how can we help? Okay, we can work with you to create account, and then we'll show you how to use and help maintain it. So what Puan Adida is going to do shortly, she will provide step by step on how to create account as well as import your publication details and all that. Okay, and if you have a problem, for instance, you have more than one account in Scopus ID, yeah, we can help you to resolve these issues. Okay, so that's it from me. I'll pass the session now to Puan Adida.
Thank you, Puan Zainal. Okay. Thank you, Puan Zainal. Now I'll show you how to create Pablon account, and also how to import your publication from Scopus database and also from the Google Scholar. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, first what you should do, you have to go to the library website umlib.um.edu.my. I'm sure you know how to get to the library website. Okay, then you have to click on the A to Z online databases. And then you click on W for Web of Science, because Pablon is a product of Web of Science. And then you click on the Web of Science database. Key in your library barcode number, and the PIN number is the 4-digit numbers. If you forgot your password, you can ask from the library in charge at the live chat, yeah, during office hour. Okay, you just check now and then ask for the password, then they will assist you to get your password. Okay, now I go back to the Web of Science screen here. Then you click on the products. You can see the checkbox on right top of the screen, and then you click on Pablon. If this is your first time, you click on register, then register. If you think that you have one, then what you should do, and you can forgot the password, what you should do, you just log in and then type your email address. And then for the password, you click on forgot password, because Clarivate will email to your email, your official email, and then they will ask you to verify your new password, and then you just verify, and then they will give you the new password. It doesn't matter if you forgot 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, it doesn't matter. You just request for the new password, because it won't affect your account. Yeah, your what the active account lah. Yeah. Sorry, I have to put in my password. Okay, when you log in, you will get this screen. The first thing you should do, you go to settings, right down below the screen, and then you click on profile, update your profile photo, fill in the profile details, and then the most important one is alternative publishing names. You can put as many as you want that might be visible in your paper, in your article. And then the research field, your research interest, your subject of interest, your expertise, and then click on allow others to see your alternative publishing names. Tick on the checkbox, and then save profile. Okay, now I go to second one. I go to affiliations. If you are editor for any journals or any publications, you can write the journal titles in this box. Yeah, and then write down the institution affiliation. And then if you have more than one institution, just add another. Okay, and save changes. And the third one is account. First, you click emails. You can have more than one email. If you have 2 or 3 emails, you can put all. Because if you left UM, if you retire from UM, you still have your account. You still can access your account, right? And then connected account. If you have a Facebook account, LinkedIn, Google, Orchid, just click connect here. Yeah, connect. Yeah. If you don't have Orchid account, it doesn't matter, because later I'll show you how to register the Orchid. Once you have an account with Orchid, then I'll show you how to connect to the Orchid account. Okay, here, delete account. If you you have more than one account and you don't remember that you have another account, then when you search for it, then you realize that you have more than one. So you want to delete one account. What you should do, you have to log in with the account that you want to delete, and then you go here and tick I have a duplicate account and delete the account. That's all. Then only one account left. Yeah. Return to Publon to go back to the first screen. And permission, I think I'll show you permission later, because permission is to sync your publication in Publon to Orchid, and sync from Orchid to Publon, so that you don't have to update your account manually, because it will auto update it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3. And now you want to see your profile. You go to me and then click public profile. You can stop me anytime if you have any question, yeah?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
These procedures, although they look easy, but actually not so easy, difficult to remember. Is it possible to get your presentation or in a Microsoft Word document where you list these steps? It will be helpful because it's difficult to remember. See,
Dr. Nurul, this session is recorded. You can view as many as you want.
no, I understand.
Mm. Sorry, Dr. Nurul, I cannot hear you clearly actually.
So sorry. So I'm saying is, if you put the instruction in like a Microsoft Word document, number one, number two, that will be
You mean the
very
step,
easier.
yeah?
Yes, yes, yes.
Sure.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay. Maybe later, ya, Doctor. Not so soon.
Okay, okay. Yeah. I mean,
All
you can
right.
send us by email. It will be nice.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
No problem. I pass it to Puan Sabaria. Okay. Now this is your profile. This is my profile. Okay. Your profile would be looks like this. And then if you want to know what is your researcher ID number, so this is your researcher ID number. Researcher ID is the old name of Pablon. Last time it was known as Researcher ID. When Clarivate take overs, it changed to Pablon. So Researcher ID and Pablon is the same product actually. Okay, so this is your account Researcher ID account number. Okay, here this is the total of my publication, and the total time cited actually is cited for my Web of Science papers only. Citation for my Web of Science paper only. Yeah. Maybe later I'll explain to you. Okay. Now I think I should show you first how to import publication, your publication from Scopus and from Google Scholar. Then I'll explain to you how come I get this figure, right? Then I go back. How to go back to the first screen? You have to click on the Pablon symbol here. Okay. Then you go to My Records and Publications. All right. Under Publication, you can either export from Web of Science, or you can sync with Orchid, or you can do it manually by import by identifier, or you can import by file upload. Okay. How to import from Web of Science? Okay. If you have a new publication in Web of Science, they will alert you that you have a certain paper in the Web of Science, and whether you want to add in your problem or not. It will appear here. But if it doesn't appear here, what you should do, you have to go to the Web of Science database, search for your paper, bioinformatics, search. I search for papers year 2021. Let's say this is my paper. Yeah, just for example. Okay, I tick the checkbox and then I click on export. Then I go to add to my Pablon profile. Yes, I certify that I have altered the selected publication and export. Okay, thank you. Begin import. So Web of Science import completed. So I go back to the publication. So this is my publication. So this is my publication. Just now, I just add in. No citation because this is a new paper. Just publish. If you want to delete, if you add in by mistake and it's not your paper, what you should do, you have to delete the paper. Just click on the trash icon here. You have to click 2 times. Double click. Okay. Now I go back to import publication. Sync with Orchid, I'll show you later because I need to show you how to create an account with Orchid first. Okay. Then I skip to import by identifier. I think I can show you now. Never mind. So to sync with Orchid, you have to register with Orchid. You type orchid.org. Enter. And then you register now. Please use the same password with your Pablon. Yeah, so easy to remember. All right. If you forgot your password, just type in your email address and click on forgot password. Okay, there you already have your account. Now I go back to Pablon. Sync with Orchid. Sync my publication from Orchid. If I have a publication in Orchid, it will sync to your Pablon. Okay. Then I go back. I show you the third step. Import by identifier means that if your publication is not available in Scopus or Web of Science, and sometimes it's not also available in Google Scholar, what you should do, you just type the title. Yes, let me search one article in Google Scholar. Okay, I know it's coronavirus. Okay. Let's say this is my article. Okay. Okay. You need to have either DOI number, PubMed ID, article archive, or article URL. So you must have at least one of these. So I go for article URL. This is manually input, yeah, and save publication. Yeah, publication saved successfully. Okay, how to see whether it's successfully added to your publication? Click again on publication, scroll down here. Wait, I think annex. Annex. Infection prevention. This is what, yeah. Infection prevention. Missing paper. Cannot find it. Here, down here, because there's no year of publication. No year of publication and no journal, because this is World Health Organization paper publication, and there's no citation. Yeah, if it has a citation, it will show you a figure here. Okay, and then the last one is how to import publication from Scopus and also from Google Scholar. Click on import by file upload, and then you open your Scopus database. Open the Scopus database as, again, go back to A to Z, click as, and then you click on Scopus, and then type in your article, genetics. So I choose 2021. So many. Alamak. Okay, never mind. I pick the first one lah. 1970. Okay, I choose 2022, limit to 2022. Okay, so I pick the first one, the first article. Yeah. And then I tick the checkbox here, and then I click on RIS export. Now it's downloaded here. You can see down here. And then I go back to Pabloin. Select file. Go to download Scopus Id. Find the article and then open and upload. Now your publication has been added to your list of publication. Okay, so this is the article. Because this is still new, maybe. Seems like this paper also indexed in Web of Science, because it has citation. It's supposed to have a citation here. The one with the down arrow here means that this journal is not indexed in Web of Science. Maybe it's indexed in Scopus or non-indexed journal, but the one with the dash means that this journal also indexed in Web of Science. Okay. This is how to import article from Scopus. How to import article from Google Scholar. Click on import publication. Again, same way with Scopus, import by file upload, and then select file. Search first. Search for the articles. Okay. Now I open the Google Scholar, search for the article. Yeah. Then make sure you change the setting. You have to click on the line, the three line here. Click here first, and then go to setting and change this bibliography manager to RefMan and save. Okay. Once it's saved, you search for the article and then import into, you pick your article and import to RefMan. Now it's already downloaded here, down here. And then go back to your Pabloin. Select file. Search for your articles, Scholar 26. and open and upload. Now it's already here. Go down to see your article. Which one? Yeah, I can't remember the title. Okay. Features evaluation. Okay, features evaluation here. And this paper, okay, yeah, yeah, because it's still new, there's no citation. All right, now we can go back to the public profile to see the end result. So now I have 32 articles, 32 publications with 388 times cited and 9 hash index. Okay, this okay, actually this figure is the total numbers of my publication, not only from Web of Science but also from other databases. Okay, but the total time cited is a citation from my Web of Science publication only, and the hash index also calculated from my Web of Science publication. Okay, so how many Web of Science publication that I have? So I have to click on matrix here, down here, and then scroll down. Okay, now out of 32, there's only 16 articles is Web of Science. Web of Science. And then from 16, 388 times cited and 9 H index from the 16 Web of Science papers. Okay, and the publications, to see how the list of publications, as you can see here, the journal with the Web of Science was tagged is the journal index in Web of Science. Okay, the one without the tag is the journal non-indexed in Web of Science. Maybe from Scopus or Google Scholar or other sources. And how come I get this H index? 9 from, okay, it was calculated from my time cited, yeah, for my paper time cited. Okay, let's say for article number 1, the time cited is 125. Number 2 is 92 times. Number 3, 35. Number 4, 32. Number 5, 22, still higher than the paper. Number 6 is 18. Number 7 is 17. Number 8 is 16. And number 9 is 15. 15 is still higher than 9. So number 10 is 6. So 6 is lower than 10. So it stopped here. My H index is 9. If time cited for paper number 10 is higher than 10, so my H index will increase to 10. All right, so I hope you understand. Now I go back to Pablon. Since you already have your Orchid account, now I'll show you how to sync your Orchid with your Pablon. Click on permissions. Okay, go to Orchid settings. Tick the checkbox here. Keep my publication list up to date. Okay. And then grant Pablon permission to update your Orchid works. Click on it. Authorize access. Yes. Okay. And then Tick on export reviews to Orchid. I think you should tick everything lah. Yeah, and then the other one, if you want to stop Orchid from exporting publication their works and to stop permission Publon to update your Orchid, you can just click here, revoke, revoke Publon's permission to update. And then update your Orchid record from Publon, yes, just click grant Publon's permission. So you don't have to do it manually. Your publication in Orchid will auto updated. Yeah. Okay. Right. So all change. Yes, 6 changes. Right. Okay. Now done. Now it's all done. Now your Orchid sync with your Publon. Okay. And the last one. Oh, not the last one. I think there's another one. Okay, right. Okay lah, peer review. Peer reviews. If you was invited to review a paper, pre-review or post-review papers in journals, in certain journals, you can just add in a review. Yeah. Okay. Okay, add a peer review lah. Yeah. You fill in the journal title and fill up all the information here. Okay. Okay, the last one is export Publon CV. The purpose of having a Publon CV is for sometimes there are certain journals provide you with a research grant, or maybe usually other organization also request for the Publon CV. So you can just print your CV from Publon. It will show you everything, your hash index, your time cited, and so on. Okay, you tick everything. Okay, tick everything. Yeah, tick everything and then generate. Okay, it will be it will seems like this lah. But because I didn't tick anything, so it was empty here. If you tick all the checkbox, and it will show you everything, your publication, the numbers of publication, and so on. Okay, that's all. Okay, if you want to know what is your URL address for your Publon, you have to click on public profile, and this is your URL. Copy this one, transfer, open your expert, go to REMS, go to web link and paste it under ResearcherID. And your account will be like this. Yeah, wait. Let me show you one example. Just for example, it will be like this. Yeah. Maybe I take one example. Pusing-pusing pula. You save it. Or it will be like this. Okay. You must add your researcher ID link, Scopus ID link, and Orchid link. If you have ResearchGate link, you can add in also, even the PubMed and the Google Scholar. Okay, any question so far? Yeah, Dr. Sheena.
Good afternoon, Bonadida. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, my question is that because previously my Publon ID was on my private email. So because you mentioned just now that we can cancel, delete the account. Is there any possible way for me to combine the account?
You don't have to combine your account lah, Doctor.
Can?
No,
because
you don't have to combine.
Yeah, because now my Publon is not, I just realized that that's the problem the other day because I actually used the
You
chat.
Okay.
Yeah, just go ahead, please.
You can just add your another email.
Okay, that's
change it to actually it will ask you whether you want to make your private account public email as your official account.
Yeah,
or
something
your...
like that. Yes, previously I think it was like that, but however, so recently when I tried to log in with my account, UM email, somehow I couldn't do it. So the thing is, I just, that's why when this session came out, I was like, oh, I better come and ask the question. However, I think I'll just try again since you said that it's possible. And I have another question is that right now for our expert, we are required to provide, it keeps saying that please update your researcher ID / Scopus ID. However, when we do that, and 2, so when you click on it, right, to update, is like researcher ID and Scopus author ID. We can't do either, right? We have to do both in order for us to save the record. Is that correct?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so we are required to do all the IDs.
Yes.
Yeah, because I have so many IDs
Yes.
that I just wonder, like, can we just, since Orchid and Publon are interconnected, so-called, can I just do without Scopus? But I just keep trying on the expert, and I thought, no, I can't. And I just want to confirm, is it just my system which is not right, or is it like for everybody? So, okay, thank you very much.
Actually, you can also sync your Orchid from Publon, from Scopus.
Yeah, now that I know, after this session that I know that, but I don't think I have a Scopus, so I need to go through all my IDs and just see what IDs I don't have. I think Scopus is the one that I don't think I have, so that's why I need to create another one. Yeah.
Like this, Doctor. You search for your paper in Scopus, and then there is a author names on the right hand side, right?
Okay.
And you click for your you click on your initial.
Right. And then I check from there.
Yes, and then you can edit from there.
Sure. Okay.
You have, but actually you cannot do it yourself because you have to inform Scopus to do it for you.
I see. Okay.
Because this is not like Publon.
Yeah, I think that was
just
mentioned
now
in the beginning.
You asked me whether you can change your account. Yes,
Yeah.
You have to change your primary account. From here, you delete this one and then you change to another account, like official account.
Sure. All right. Thank you very much, Paulina.
Right. Okay. Any more questions? Instruction.
Adila, we have another question from Dr. Tam. Okay. The chat box. Adila?
Yes, saya.
Okay, question from Dr. Tang. May I know which one should we update our record first when we have new publication? Pablon or
Pastor Bari, I'm so sorry. I cannot hear your voice. Okay, can you type in the chat box?
the question at the chat box? The question at the text chat box.
Tak dengar. Okay. I know which one should we update our record first when we have new publication. Pablon, doktor? Pablon ni doktor, not Orchid. Because once you update your Pablon, Orchid will automatically sync your update to Orchid account. So you don't have to do anything in your Orchid. Anything about UM Expert?
Yeah. In the EUM expert, I was trying to upload something, but I cannot do it. I'm not sure how to do it. It's very new.
You want to add your publication, isn't it?
No, it's not publication. It's about dual PhD international supervision.
Alamak, that one I'm not sure, doctor. But if you ask me
I
about the
can
publication, then
can I share the screen? I can show you.
oh, you want to share your screen?
Yes, is it possible?
Okay, please.
Okay. All right. Okay, can you see it? Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, so see here, this is my KPI, right? I mean the UM expert. And if I go here you can see, can you see dual PhD international supervision? And it's coming 0, but I already put inside UM expert before
Okay,
one
doctor, like
student,
this.
but it doesn't show up. So this is a in general a problem, because something we put in there and it doesn't show up here. You see the
okay, doctor, like this.
okay.
Suppose it update automatically. But if you have put everything and there's no changes, you have to inform PTM to update.
Okay. Right. Okay. So I
Okay,
contact PTM.
all
Okay.
right.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, if there's no more question, I think I can end my session. Dr. Panzana, you have anything to say?
Dr. Adida.
Yes, doctor.
Can I ask you one question about the Scopus ID? I have a Scopus paper. How should I identify where is the ID?
Okay. Doctor, can you share your screen?
I can share the paper. Is that possible? Or I can share my screen also? Can.
Okay, boleh?
I put it in the chat box, yeah?
Okay.
Can you see? No.
No, doctor. I only see the
maybe I'll share my
attendance form.
screen. I'll share my screen, yeah? Okay. Can you see it?
Comparison of major nutritional.
Which is, can you see the sharing now?
Okay, yes.
Yes. Where can I find my...
Okay, doctor.
Yeah.
Now let me share my screen.
Okay.
I'll comparison of major nutritional.
So I stop sharing, yeah?
Wait. Okay. Now I share my screen.
Should I stop
Yes.
sharing?
Yes. Alamak.
Fine.
Okay. Doctor, can you read the title? Comparison of major nutritional constituent?
And genetic diversity.
Genetic.
Yes. Diversity analysis of 5 strains of oyster mushrooms.
Okay, here.
Yes. This one. Oh, that is
So you want this paper to be added in your account?
yes. Add into Pablon, right?
Oh, you want to add into your Pablon?
Actually, I wanted to find my Scopus ID because I don't have one.
I see. Doctor,
Yeah.
this
This
is
one?
your Scopus ID.
Okay. How?
Can you copy all this? You can add to your UM expert, but please delete the easy proxy.
Oh, could you copy this link and then share in our chat
Yes,
box?
yes,
Yeah.
sure. Okay. Okay, Doctor?
Okay, I will try to open the page.
Connect to Orchid, yeah?
Connect to Orchid, yeah.
Connect
So
to
I
Orchid.
just click
Then
on
open.
that, connect to Orchid, then it will be automatically synchronized to Orchid.
Yes.
Then I import from
You just
Orchid.
update. If you have new paper in Scopus, it will automatically update in Orchid. Also,
Oh,
if you
okay.
have a new publication in Publin, also it will update to Orchid.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Then I do not need to update in my
Okay.
Pablon. It will be automatically.
No, Publin you have to update.
I still have to update it.
Yeah, Scopus you don't have to update. But you have to check whether it's already add in your account. If not, then you have to update.
Oh, what do you mean by already in my account?
Because, okay, let's say this is your account. Okay?
Yeah.
You have one, okay. Let's say this is yours. Thanks, Swiss here. Go to author. Research name.
Uh-huh. Oh.
So which is yours? The first one, right?
Institute Science Biology, right? KL. Yes.
Okay. So this is yours. But what is inside here? This is also yours, right?
Where is it? Yeah, should be all.
Let me see what is inside here.
All of them is mine.
So
Wait.
this is the one.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I copy the title and then I go back. So this is yours. So I click on the 10 documents.
Okay. So this is in Scopus. Eh?
Is this your Scopus ID, Doctor?
Can't remember.
Okay, never mind. I click
I
your
click on,
initial here.
yeah. But these are all my publication. Yes.
Okay.
I click on the link that you shared in chat box. The link didn't work.
Never mind, Doctor. Doctor, can you share your email address, and then I'll give you the link
Okay.
later.
Yep. I'll type my email address in the chat box, yeah?
Okay. For Sabaria, we take note. It is so slow.
All right.
Can I explain later?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I email you
Yep.
the step. All right. Or maybe we can have another session.
You mean?
Okay. Okay, Doctor, I email you.
Okay, cool.
Right. I'll check with how many account do you that you have.
Yeah.
If it's more than 2, I will guide you how to delete one
Okay.
and combine those 2.
All right, great.
Yeah.
Yep. I have no more questions. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Any other questions?
Yes, one last question. Can we get a certificate of participation?
Sorry, Doctor?
A certificate of participation that we attended this webinar.
Panzana?
Hello.
Panzana, can you answer Dr. Nurul's questions?
Okay, sure. Hang on. Right. Okay. You'd like to receive a cert, is it?
It's yeah, certificate of participation.
Okay. We will issue one later and email the cert to you.
Yeah, thank you.
It's going to be an e-cert though.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's some sort of document, because in KPI we are attending all these things. It takes time, and so this should be considered for the KPI as well, right?
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Thank you.
Any other question?
I pass it back to you, Sabaria. Sabaria?
Sabaria has gone quiet.
Yes. Yes, Wadida.
Can we end our session if there's no more questions?
No more question. If there is no more question, yes.
Sorry.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, Dr. Ali.
No, I'm just wondering, Puan Sabaria and Dr. Rida, and thank you very much. I think this is very informative furnace session for me actually. Yeah. Okay, what if once we have done this and then we have more question to post, where should we direct our question to? Sebab ini hari ni baru mendengar dan sesi absorb actually. So I think next time we'll be doing on our own on importing and exporting all the information. So whom should we go to if any question arises after we have done our part actually?
You can email us, Doctor.
Alright, okay.
I already share my email address.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. So on behalf of Institute of Biological Sciences, the department, I would like to thank the three of you for making this possible. Puan Sabaria, the host, Puan Zanaria, the giving the talk, briefing us, and Puan Adida for showing us the facilitator. So I guess all of us learned a lot from this session. So I think, like what Dr. Alin has, Dr. Nozalina has mentioned, when we do it later, perhaps we might encounter some problems and we might need to refer to you all again. Okay. So one more thing, Puan Zanaria, do you mind to share the slides with us?
Oh, yeah, sure. I will send the slide to you.
Okay, and together with the link to the recording so that I can share it with my other fellow colleagues who cannot attend this session.
All right, yeah, sure.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you everybody.
So I
Thank you.
guess
Thank you.
Thank you.
the end
Thank
of the
you.
session. Thank you again to everyone for joining this.
Thank you, Dr. Lau, for organizing this.
Thank you. See you all.
See you.
Thank you.